I'm Jacqueline Wilson, and I was one of the three judges for the Christopher Bland Award.
Yes.
My fellow judges were Margaret Busby, who's a wonderful publisher who I've admired from afar for ages, and the other judge was Richard Coles, who, my goodness, he's had so many careers.
Yes, he has.
Pop star, uh, priest, and now best-selling author. I mean, it turns everything to gold. So we had several Zoom meetings, and it was really quite good fun. And we had, I can't remember exactly how many, about 50, maybe more books to read, which
Wow.
was a challenge, but all of them had something different about them. And then we had a meeting to actually squeeze it down to having the runners up. And then we chose our winner. And guess what, Kathryn? It's you.
Oh my gosh.
There were very, very worthy runners up who perhaps in another year would have won. But all
Oh,
three of us absolutely loved your book, and it meant so much to us. And
oh,
look, here is my copy. I've read it 3 times already since Christmas.
oh, wow.
Twice just to make absolutely certain, but also it's become my comfort book because though it's got such sad things in it, it's got such funny things too. And then also, it shows people being kind.
Yeah, yeah. People are kind generally.
Well, you jolly well are, but I know how cringy it is when people say, "You're an angel, Kathryn." But you are. And how wonderful the difference you've made to so many people. Did you ever want to be a writer when you were younger? I mean, I know you were interested in science.
Do you know, I do have a background I have an education. I was educated late in life. In my 30s, I did a degree in human biomedical sciences. I always wanted to be a writer, or I didn't even think I wanted to be a writer, but I always wrote. I wrote things to sort of make sense of the world and to record things that I was interested in. And I also love that moment where you find the right rhythm, you find the right sentence, you find exactly the right word. I just love writing. So I've always written, but I I can't believe that. I mean, I came to care much later in life, as you know, having done another clinical job before. And I'm just overjoyed that the two things that I love so much, care work and writing, have come together in this amazing way.
You have such writerly skills
Oh,
in
thank
that
you.
you present people. You made all those sick, elderly, sometimes crotchety people come alive as real, interesting human beings. I read that you now work in an actual care home in
I
Norfolk,
do. I
right?
work in an absolutely lovely care home for people living with dementia. So I work on a secure unit with people living with dementia, and we are very good at facilitating people to still be able to engage with life, with us, with their wants and their needs. And it's a really wonderful place. It's hard work. I'm there now. I've just taken a
I
quick break
thought
from
you
the
might
floor
think.
to come and talk to you. I don't know how I'm going to go back out there having had the news. But yeah, I couldn't imagine not working in care because people always say, oh, you're so wonderful, you work in care. I say, no, it's purely selfish. It's because I really love it.
The details of those people and the way you can tell a story that's frustrating and difficult and exhausting, and then you don't end it there. Then there's a right little bit of humor at the end. I mean, I just think this is lovely, and
Thank you.
I just think the whole National Health Service, the whole medical service needs you. You ought to be the figurehead.
I think it's so important. And that I think, first of all, I wrote it because I found care extraordinary and I couldn't help not writing it. And then I wanted people to see that it doesn't matter how old you are or what illnesses you have or whatever, you are still a human being and you can still engage with people. You're still funny, you're still interesting, you're still lively. And the third thing is I really want people to see care as a profession, as something that's skilled, as something that's positive, and as something that's enjoyable. And, you know, not just about wiping bottoms and making tea, but something really, because we do save a lot of money for the country and we help people remain independent and dignified. I just think it's so important.
And it does help show general readers that elderly people are still people.
Absolutely.
Their own personalities. And even if dementia has started,
still people.
There are still times when you get in between illness and they're there still.
Absolutely. They really are. Yes, they really are. And I feel that very strongly. Lots of my customers were a bit disengaged from society or very isolated. And ignored, really. And I just think that no one should be ignored and isolated.
Yes.
Everybody has feelings. Everybody has a need for companionship and for connection.
Absolutely.
And everybody's fascinating. Aren't real people fascinating?
They are. They really are.
Yeah, you do get so much back from people you care for. They look after you in a weird way as well, to be honest. You get a good connection from it also, you know. So yeah, it's a good thing to be, a lovely job to do.